Live from the Polygon offices, it's time for Gill and Gilbert. Featuring Patrick Gill and Brian David Gilbert.
Like
And subscribe.
Don't worry, the mics are on. We've just decided to be a little bit coy today. That's
Live from the Polygon offices, it's time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in it. We do what we do here at Gill and Gilbert. And we're back. We're back and we're better than ever.
Yep, we're back for a whole week, and then I go on vacation.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna have maybe next week's, and then we'll have,
there will definitely be.
there will be next week, and it'll be the right one. It'll be on a Wednesday.
Yes.
But yeah, hey, hello. It's been so long. It's been it feels like weeks, Pat. Because it has been. I
I feel like it's been a couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been.
You've been in the UK.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I've just been over in.
You've been across the pond, innit?
Yeah,
You've been
Londonshire.
over there talking to Mr. Bean.
Mm-hmm. You know, he doesn't talk much.
Monsieur Bean.
Yeah, he does a lot of things where he goes.
Uh,
That's what Mr. Bean does.
what does he do?
He goes.
He does a lot of. He does a lot of face work. I'm
He
gonna
does a lot of
let you do
face
some of that
things.
face
That's
work.
what. That's why Rowan Atkinson's great, because he goes.
Me? A spot of porridge for me.
Yeah, let me show me your Mr. Bean.
I'll take my glasses off.
Yeah, because he doesn't wear glasses. He doesn't wear glasses.
Oh.
Oh.
For Mr. Bean.
Yeah, that's him.
Can I have a sip of your beer, Daddy?
Yeah,
Is that what Mr. Bean
that's
says?
Mr. Bean. It's Mr. Bean and then Monsieur Bean, his dad, and they
Monsignor Bean, actually.
Monsignor Bean, and they always are getting up to those antics, and they're great. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, this is Gill and Gilbert.
Fuck.
This is our Nightmare Public Access show, and we do it every week. And we're so happy that you've joined us here on the twitch.tv/Polygon. Do we want to do some things before we get into our fun game of Wreckfest?
Let's do it.
We should also mention that, guess what? This week, we don't have a gimmick. We're
Yeah,
just
no
we're
gimmicks,
just playing
just
a game.
games.
We're just playing games this week.
I mean, Wu-Tang just tweeted that gamming is now one of the elements of hip-hop.
yeah, gamming. And if Wu-Tang says it,
It's true.
It's true.
It means no gimmicks, no
I
bullshit.
wouldn't be surprised if they re-release Cream and they say gamming rules everything around me. Gream, get the money. $1 bill, y'all.
V-Bucks, y'all.
V-Bucks.
The gimmicks aren't gone forever. We just couldn't think of one for this
Yeah,
week.
we just wanted to play a game. This is a very funny game, though. It's a good wrecking game that should be very good, and we'll just do segments every time we die, and that'll be fun.
Yeah. Do you want to do a very important segment
Yeah,
right now?
I think we should right at the beginning. Since we're playing a fun game about wrecking,
This is the tweet of the week.
this is the tweet of the week. And so we want to make sure that we know that we do love cars and we don't want to just crash them into each other.
Yeah.
So we want you to draw your carsona as
Yes,
Disney
please.
Pixar's cars.
Uh-huh.
We've already drawn ours before the show, so I'm just
Yes.
going to go ahead and tweet out my
Yeah,
carsona.
I'm gonna go down here and tweet mine too.
Yeah, I'll let people. I'll show mine up to the camera. It's very,
me
it's
punch in
very.
for you there.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Sir Mantha, and they are one of those trucks that is like very, very curvy and has the thing over the top of the flathead. And they are a cousin of Tow Mater.
So when I said tweet your carsona or draw your carsona, I was thinking like you as a car.
Yeah.
You've gone in the direction of like an OC.
Yeah, well, no. This is who I would be.
That is you?
in the
Okay.
car. But my name would be Sir Mantha.
Samantha.
Yeah.
I like Samantha. That's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
That's good. You can. We're on tweet of the week still.
Oh, we are.
That
Yeah, let's get
happens
that
sometimes.
down. Yeah.
And then let me see your car set.
I'm gonna tweet right now.
Yes, send
and
that one out.
I'll hold it up for you here too.
There it is. It's Pat Truck.
This is Pat Truck. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
it's self-explanatory.
Yeah, you can
Don't
see
need to add a
immediately
bunch.
that it's Pat Truck.
So yeah, there we go. You want to what other housekeeping do we have to do?
Do we want to do while we're here? Do we want to just go ahead and shoot over a little bit of the gilling in the name of?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because y'all continue to make wonderful art, and we're so thankful for that.
Gilling in the name of.
Got some good stuff. Show it in. Oh, I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah,
I was so focused
we
on.
missed it. It's
on what I
okay.
was doing.
You've been away for about a week.
It's been such a switch. I don't remember all the things that we're supposed to be doing here, but it's okay. We're here now. And show me the good art that we have.
Wow.
Wowie! We have some lovely artwork today from, and I'm just pulling it up, at great_neonfish, at Illustralison, at Curly Made. Look at these great ones. The we have, of course, we had Allegra Franken last week.
We did,
she
yeah.
was great,
This is Allegra in her anime pajamas.
which is wonderful. And then we also have, I suppose this was a quote we said once about swallowing.
I don't remember this one.
I can't remember that, and so I'm just gonna plead the fifth on that,
Yes,
on whether or not
yeah.
it happens.
And then this one's very to the point. I like
I
this
love
one.
it.
This
It's
one's good too.
Good.
So thank you everybody so much
Yes.
for doing more Gill and Gilbert art. It brightens our timelines in
Yes.
dark times.
It's wonderful. Thank you. Let's play some games, Pat.
Let's pee some G's.
All right, this is all for you.
Thank you.
So you get to go first because I have not played this game before, which
So,
just
yeah.
seems a thing. It's a thing we do nowadays, which is play games that I sometimes
we
don't
just
know.
game. I chose something Deathmatch Derby. Maybe that was an accident. Well, we've crashed the game.
Oh.
So let's boot it right back up.
Okay.
Let's
We'll
throw it
throw
to the
back
cam.
over to here.
Go ahead and
I'll fix
open
this up really
Wreckfest
quick.
for us.
You just got to see a good shot of our Steam, which is great.
Yeah, you know all of our Steam info now.
Now you know it, which is good. I think it's. But yeah, we're playing Wreckfest. That's
We're
what
playing Wreckfest. So Wreckfest came out a while ago, so that the early access demo for Wreckfest came out a long time ago, and it was just called New Car Game at that point.
Okay.
And then eventually they adapted it until it became something more.
Something more.
Something
it looks
greater.
like we've lost some of our progress in this game. I don't know how that happened.
It's okay.
But that's okay. We're still playing it. This is Lawnmower something, which is fun. I
Yeah,
like
so this is a lawnmower death match.
Oh, I love the people on the side doing big claps.
Yeah, well they
They're
gotta
really
they gotta
hitting it
play to
up.
the back stands.
Yeah.
All right, tuning is disabled for this vehicle, so we're just gonna have to.
surprising. We're just gonna have to
go out
hope
there
for the
with what we've
best. So
got.
you're supposed to mow the lawn the best.
Yeah, so the objective here is to mow the lawn the best.
So you got to make sure you're driving in straight lines. Oh, Pat, you've already ruined that
No,
lawn.
we want to get kills.
Oh
Yes!
no! You just murdered a human being, Pat, and you didn't even stop to.
Of course
see how
not, because
they
I need to
were.
murder the next one.
Oh no!
Power horse.
Power horse. Have you watched those videos on? Oh my goodness!
You fucking idiot! You fucked with the wrong power horse.
Oh, your front right wheel is bent. Pat.
Oh no. B is reverse in this game for some reason. Just to
Okay.
let you know.
Good to know. Is trigger the
Trigger
thing that goes
is
forward?
yeah. Go
Okay,
forward.
good to know. Ooh, you
Uh-oh,
keep bending
front
these
left wheel
wheels.
bent.
Oh man, that guy.
He's in trubs.
He's in trubs right there. Have you ever watched those videos online of the guy? I don't remember. He's somewhere, but he just makes a lot of videos about his grass and like his like.
No.
It's like they're like 18 minutes long, and it's him showing how he's like cutting down his grass to just a like an eighth of an inch this
Yeah.
time or whatever. That's too short. I learned
It is
from
way too
his.
short.
I'm glad that man got. Oh, you almost helped him.
Oh.
Well, not anymore, I guess.
Rest in peace.
Oh wow, he got -4. You need a stronger sword to beat him. But yeah, it's very soothing, and he just
Woof.
talks about
Oh,
his bluegrass and how it's shaving it down,
Yep.
and how to maintain your lawn, and he loves it, and like he's so passionate about it, and I love to watch it.
It sounds really nice and soothing. Does he seem like a gentle soul?
He seems
or-
like a gentle soul, which
Yeah.
is good. Oh wow, that was some bad stuff going on.
There's another video. It's less gentle,
Mm-hmm.
but it's of a man riding either his riding lawnmower or a four-wheeler and he's just shooting a pistol into the air, screaming.
that is the anti-man.
Yeah, and the thing about it is it's not just like a sustained scream. It's like yelling a lot of stuff, and it's just like unintelligible yelling as this man operates a motor vehicle, probably drunk while shooting a gun in the air, which is very dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
Why are you driving backwards, Caddy?
Caddy, come on, Caddy.
I need to get more kills here. I'm thirsting for more violence.
Janders. Janders. Oh no.
Take that, Janders.
No, Janders. Wait, can you just, I'm sorry,
Sir,
focus on that woman who's loving it. Oh no, yeah, that's some good clapping that was going on right there. Wow, very good. Ooh.
Oh dear me.
Doing a big old tumble over there.
Ooh, close there.
I think you've got to start. Your power horse is really quite sturdy, it seems.
Yeah, power horse is in shape. I got to throw my weight around.
If you
a little
just
bit
hit them perpendicular, they're
that's the
done.
trick. Ooh.
Oh, threaded the needle.
This is like giving me the bumper car sensation.
Yeah,
it's really good. I don't think I got enough of limos.
Oh no! Oh, you wrecked 4 and you didn't get 5.
Shit.
That's unfortunate.
You want to give it? Should we rock out some Segos?
Yeah, let's rock out some Segos. Every death, I think that's a good idea. We haven't done, again, we're catching up on Segos. This is the thing we do on this show is that we do segments that you send in to us via Twitter at Gill and Gilbert, and then we do them. That's how it is. Okay, so this one comes in from, actually, you know what? We'll start with this one because it's something you tweeted today. This comes from at Christina_R36. It's a quote tweet of your tweet today that says Brian David Energy.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a segment that we're going to do right now.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do a close up.
Yeah, the ball's in your court on this one.
All right. Scooch to you while I'm setting up, while I'm prepping my Brian David Energy. Okay.
So
and you're just gonna send it over to me at some point, and then you're gonna and then you'll see my Brian David Energy because it's got to be just natural. It's got to come out of just my body. So here's what we've got for Brian David Energy. Ready, set. No, you gotta take it off. I can't keep it forever, Pat. You gotta throw to someone else. Okay, good.
We threw.
All right, there you go. So that was some Brian David Energy coming out.
That was good. I think that's a segment complete.
All right.
Hang on. I just did the wrong button.
You can choose the next one if you'd like.
You. Oh. Okay, this one comes in from Patrick Gem Abbott, a.k.a. Night and Gem. The most unnerving noise you can make. Sorry, hold on. The most unnerving noise you can make.
The most unnerving. I think I've done this before where it's like my weird tongue click that I can do. I think that's probably the most unnerving, the one that goes like...
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you did do that before.
I think I've done that. And I think that's still my most unnerving. I know it's a rehash of something before, but it is still pretty unnerving, I would think. So.
What do I got? I got...
Should I answer the JHU survey that's calling me? They want money from me.
Yeah, do you want to do it on the phone?
Yeah, I'll just do that really quickly. I'm just going to answer this. Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Brian Gilbert. He's very available. That's me. Oh, I'm doing all right, Kyle. Thank you so much for calling me. I'm actually in the middle of work right now, so I think I'll have to call you back sometime. Is that all right? Great, thanks. Talk to you later, Kyle. Love you, bye. Okay. Let's go back into the gameplay, shall we, Pat?
Let's do it. Wait, we didn't do. I didn't do an unnerving noise.
Oh yes, you still have to do an unnerving noise. We didn't segment complete that one right now.
Yeah.
I'm also bringing up because the chat went away.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
No, it's not that unnerving. It's just.
I don't know.
You think was that unnerving?
Feels kind of unnerving to me. I was fairly unnerved by it. Yeah. Okay. That seems unnerving to me.
a wheeze. Just sort of a wheeze.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like it nonetheless, and I think that still counts as a segment complete.
Well then.
Segment complete.
Okay.
All right.
You wanna?
I'm gonna take some.
It became real.
Oh no, that's dangerous. Ooh, I'm cranking it right before the show starts.
You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to save that energy.
Okay, well I did it anyway. So, here we go. And here we go. I gotta get Siggy Sorless out of here. Oh no, that was bad. All right, now I know how to do it.
That's like Sig Sorless. Okay, you just said the word Sig Sor. Like that's the thing. Fuck yeah.
All right. If I just go from like a far away.
Yeah, you just snipe them like
I don't know
Captain
if-
Falcon with that running knee.
Yeah, lawnmowers can't drift, which is very annoying to me, a drift king. But okay, I got 2, I think.
Oh. Oh, no.
Insult to injury. I'm very sorry.
But this game feels very much like like a loving Scandinavian imagining of like the American heartland.
Yeah, the American dream.
Yeah.
Sorry, but you just reversing into the wrong space, I guess. Have you ever been to like a demolition derby?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh fuck yes. Sorry. That was so good. It was just wow.
Just a little surprise, a little love tap from behind.
He looked like a extra in Cats jumping off the stage. Just like,
Exactly. He was living it. And
yes, I've been to they do a thing at the Beach Ridge Speedway in Sanford, Maine, or sort of on the line between Scarborough and Biddeford, Maine, I think, where they have a speedway there, and it's called Days of Destruction.
Oh.
And they just like let people do demolition derby races in their
Nice.
busted old beater cars, and then they like drive cars off of ramps asymmetrically. So I
So
saw
they flip over?
I
Is
saw a
that-
dude's truck flip over and catch on fire, and it was
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's intense. So where do they get the cars from? Is it just people's cars that they don't care about anymore?
Yeah, it's like people like do amateur racing out there, and a lot of
Okay.
times they just end up with like junkers and beaters, or
Yeah, for sure.
or they end up with like a frame and then an engine that technically works.
Yeah.
And they just put them together into these cars specifically for the demo derbies. They also do chain races, which is
Ooh,
nuts. It's where
what is that?
it's fuck yes.
All right, there we go.
It's a race where I think it's a team race, but 2 cars are chained together.
Oh,
So like
no.
yeah.
Oh no, my front right wheel is discarded, Pat. I
Oh,
don't know.
you don't have it at all?
It's been discarded.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
well,
yeah,
no, it seems like
I
it's
think
still
it said
there.
like disjointed.
Okay. There we go. Bingo. I'm beginning to think maybe I should just put my car into a demolition derby.
It sounds like it's a
It's
pain
on
in the
there.
ass for you right
It is right now. I have a 2002 Champagne Camry, which is a great car, but also I don't really need it in New York, and also the brakes no longer work. So it's kind of like ready for the demolition derby circuit.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh, this
Right.
guy enjoys
yeah,
it though.
that guy's maybe dead. All right,
Okay.
you wrecked 5 opponents.
I
though.
technically won, right? So that's good. And then I can continue. I don't know how. Oh, we got a lawnmower.
Cool. We've unlocked lawnmower.
Unlocked.
Uh,
Good.
shall we?
Let's do some segments.
Shall we retire to the segment lounge?
Yeah, let's do it. I told you about how I started describing my gold Camry as a champagne Camry, as my gold Camry, and
Yeah.
I continued to call it champagne because I thought it was more interesting to say.
Yeah.
And then I had to like register it for a parking space in Baltimore, and it was very early in the morning, and the guy was like, "What color is your car?" And I was like, "Champagne," and he looked at me and was like, "Gold." And then he wrote down gold. I was like, I told you it was a champagne Camry. Please insist on that. But the guy didn't have the glamour, which is the problem. So
All right, let's unlock some more races here. Sorry, I'm
that's
looking at the
good.
game.
No
here.
worries. I'm
You-
pulling up our segments.
Yeah, you pull up some Segos.
All right. So this one's a good one to go through. This comes from @ThistleBlue. This is a segment called
This is a segment called
My Dream Pair of Roller Skates. So, do you have a dream? I used to rollerblade a lot in my court, and I loved it. And I think just like some solid K2s is what the rollerblades were called. They were very good, and they had a space for grinding, but I never grinded. But just like, I don't know, with like Swarovski crystals all over it.
Ooh.
Some icy blades.
Yeah, okay. I think my dream roller skates, they have spray paint nozzles on them pointed
Oh.
downwards. So like they're always just like leaving little trails wherever I go. So I'm just
That's-
like I can just like write people's names as I'm roller skating
Yeah.
around, or I can write messages
Super
to
jet set.
passing airplanes.
I love that a lot. I could get behind some good paint shoes. That
Yeah.
was a good one.
Yeah,
That's
thank
a
you.
solid segment complete.
Segment
Do you feel up to the task of drawing right now, Pat?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Well, this one comes from at Corrupted Gem, Emily. We're doing what if Kirby had legs? So I'm just gonna go ahead
Sure,
and.
yeah. Do we have spare paper? Or we're just gonna do it on the back of
Let's just do
these.
it on the back of our Carsonas,
Okay.
I guess. Oh no! Oh no!
What have you done?
Sorry, I knocked some things. But I'm gonna draw on the back of this, I guess.
Yeah, and you go ahead and
Do
do,
you wanna-
that. I will. Oh, there's a pen here. I can use.
Okay, good. And I'll just this is fine. I'll just draw it on my
Okay.
thing, so that's fine. I only had a silver Sharpie, which is, I mean, very glam, and I can't. It's good. Don't get me wrong. What if Kirby had legs?
What if Kirby had legs? See, now I'm at the point where I'm actually drawing the legs, and I'm faced with a predicament. of
Yeah, you
imagining
focus
what these
so
legs would look-
hard.
I've seen the drawing out there of Kirby with legs.
Yeah, but we're. I think
yeah,
it's
I need to
wrong.
diverge.
So I'm just.
Oh, I've got it. I have got it, my friend.
And all right, there we go. That's what Kirby would look like if Kirby had legs. So if you just, I'll throw it to me.
Yeah, go ahead. That's called B punch. Is the one you want to hit.
B punch. Yeah, that's me. Hi everyone. My name's Brian David Gilbert, and this is what Kirby's legs would look like if Kirby had legs. They are like very long, the talons of a raptor, a raptor in the bird sense, a very powerful bird. And that's why Kirby has those dumb shoes to cover up the raptor legs.
He actually just smashes those legs down into his shoes.
He just
Yeah.
they fold up.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of extra. I showed the knobbly knees, but they actually just kind of like roll up into little just fruit by the foots. Is that why it's called fruit by the foot? It's because you could put it in your shoes.
Yeah, it's because if you put it in your mouth and you just let it unroll, it hits your feet.
That's it. That must
Yes.
be why.
So I didn't have a great thick pen to draw. I'm gonna have to bring this closer to the camera. I think.
Yes. Yeah. Bring that right up there, and I'll swing around your microphone, I guess. Okay. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
There's a mic for you to talk into.
So I sort of went in a similar direction with thin legs, but I sort of 8 or 6 sort of arachnid-like legs just resting on the bottom of him, and he's got the top 2. His hands are regular, but he's got 6 legs scuttling along the ground towards you to eat you up.
Pat, the chat just is a lot of people saying bad. Just a lot of them all at once saying bad as many times as they can. But I like it. I think that. But here's the thing, is that it wasn't. What if Kirby's legs were nice? It's what if Kirby had legs, and those are actually the most scientifically accurate. That it would just it fits the body type. So that's how it is. I'm sorry.
It's a segment complete.
That's a segment complete. Do we want to do another one?
Yeah, let's do one more, then let's get back into some
Okay,
gameplay.
so let's do that one. Okay, this is a pretty a quick one, I think, for us. It comes from at Vaporeon with 2 Y's, like Vaporeon, and it's called Backward Screaming. Did we hit? This is a segment called.
This is a segment called Backward Screaming.
Backward Screaming. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you backwards your actual
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So if I were to scream, I would say something like, "Ice Cream Man." So that's because it's screaming. So it'd be. Yeah. Okay, wait, can we change? I'm gonna change our segment really quickly to just Brian and Pat try to have a backwards conversation, and then you have to flip it back. You'll just like take the clip, and then
Okay.
you'll. Okay, so ready? So at the end of the conversation, I'm really happy because you've said something that is relieved, but at the beginning, I'm worried. So I'll start really happy. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Using it.
Men, how game is a person then a baseball baseball the baseball in the bat.
It's get up it's yep crick gap gets this.
Benson potato in your mouth is a bit flavored in, but you careful. I'm really worried that we're gonna play this backwards. It's gonna try
And
to
it
say
will.
something like if you play these backwards and we said something super problematic, like
That would be terrible.
that would be really bad.
That
But
would be
like what
that
are the
would-
chances of that happening?
very unlikely. I don't
Yes.
think any of our words are going to make any sense when it is played backwards. But the fact that there's even a non-zero amount that could be that is dangerous. So
Yes.
hopefully, hopefully this doesn't spur on a lot of people going to court about how Led Zeppelin was turning their kids into Satan kids.
Satan, yeah.
So
So
don't do bad things
don't do-
after listening to us.
Segment complete.
that's actually what we're saying backwards is
Don't do bad things.
don't do bad things from listening to us.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you play it backwards, that's what it says. DJ, play that back. All right, let's play some games.
Play some games. It's all you this time. I think we're. Is it the same thing? Are we?
Is it?
Normal? I don't
Is
know.
it now?
Ooh.
Oh no, we're doing a different event. This
Different
is
event,
This is a
okay.
Cars. This is we're getting closer to our goal of Cars.
Cars,
Yeah.
which is so important to us here at Gill and Gilbert. We do love.
We love the film Cars. We love
the film Cars.
we
We
love
love-
all the characters in it. We love Lightning McQueen. We love Mater.
We love. Planes.
Was there a plane?
In the movie Planes.
Was John Goodman in Cars?
I wouldn't put it past him. You know,
I mean, it's hard to put something past John Goodman.
he can block anything. He's
Yeah.
like the. I was about to make a basketball reference, and then I realized I don't know any. Who's the guy who Motumbo? Who
Dikembe Mutombo.
Dikembe Mutombo, who go no.
Yeah.
And it was, but he has like such a powerful, deep voice that all of his laughs were like, oh.
Wait, Dikembe had that?
Dikembe Mutombo was so tall that he just had these like long
yeah.
vocal cords, and he'd be like, oh, not in my house, and it was great. He was like, oh god, I love that guy. But John Goodman similarly can't get anything past him.
No, that's John
That's
Goodman.
John Goodman?
John Goodman slapping your ball down. No.
Just like in my fantasies. John Goodman slapping my ball down.
Do you think John Goodman? What sports do you think John Goodman played? Because you know he played some sports. Because he looks good in a Letterman.
Oh yeah, he could. Do you think he was like? Do you think he was
Whoopee.
not a baseball player
Oh,
for
no.
sure? Oh,
I can see him slugging some into the deep
he could
backcourt.
for sure. Yeah, I agree.
That's not. I don't think that's. I don't think slugging him into the deep backcourt is known baseball vernacular. But
You know, I imagine him out there on the turf, hitting a hole in one straight
Yeah.
into the end zone, and like he could really. I bet John Goodman would kill at curling. Just because he's got the eye for it.
I think he probably had a decent run at football. I bet he wrestled.
Yeah.
I think that probably I can see him being a hockey guy.
This is a segment called John Goodman Could Beat Me at This Sport.
Yes.
And it's all of
Just
them.
all the sports.
All of the sports John Goodman could beat me at. I think the one that
Whoops.
I'd have the most of a chance in, rhythmic gymnastics.
Oh, all right.
He's a very graceful guy, though. So,
Yes.
but I think I could throw a ribbon better than he could.
I think John Goodman doesn't like golf. I think
He has a vendetta against golf.
I just want to think that John Goodman thinks golf is kind of bougie and boring.
Yeah. John Goodman has been forced to golf on occasion.
Yeah, yeah.
And before every time, he looks at his partner and is like,
I don't know, Angela.
I just think
I'm assuming his partner's name is Angela.
Angela, probably.
I don't know, Angela. I just don't.
I don't think I have it in me. Another 9 holes.
Another 9 holes with the Coen brothers. I just can't do it.
God. And
They
that's what
share a golf club, Samantha. It's weird.
the Coen brothers. I never thought of them as this 2-headed monster, but the Coen brothers definitely wear like your Game Ogre sweatshirt, but
Yeah.
just all the time when they're directing.
No, that's how they stay so in tune with each other.
They have to be rubbing elbows at all times in order to really get the creative juices going. So you finished in 11th. Was that enough to win?
I don't know. I've got some points. We got
Yeah.
some XP.
That's good.
Do you want to do a race real quick? Then we'll throw some segways in
that sounds
against the
good.
wall.
Next event, perfect. I'm ready to throw down about this. Savalok's sand pit sounds like something out of Star Wars.
It sounds like something out of Star Wars or Lovecraft.
Lovecraftian. We haven't talked enough about Lovecraft.
Old Howard Phillip.
Yeah. Is that his name? I never
Yep.
thought about that.
Howard Phillip.
I just thought it
Lovecraft.
stood for how many points you had before you could kill him.
I don't remember what killed him.
I think it was
Racism.
Yes, I think it was
Deep
the
racism.
very much the racism that he had. Yeah, he was not. I went on a haunted tour during Halloween time, just around Brooklyn, and we talked about Red Hook and how he used to live there, and
Yeah.
he made a whole story about Red Hook.
Yeah.
I'm not doing so great with the tires, but I am hitting them all over the place, which I think is a good sign. Dino Freak 69 is my new rival, which is how I wish it would always be.
Just waking up every morning cursing Dino Freak 69.
Dino Freak 69. Oh man, these people are too close to this track for my blood. Too rich for my blood. Is there any way I can boost in this game?
No, there's no boost. This is real cars only.
Real cars only. Can I drift? Is that like
just
an
give the
emergency
left
brake?
trigger a little tap.
Okay. That's how I
Drift.
live my
Welcome
life.
to Good Drift. So wait, yeah, he wrote some stories about Red Hook. I know he was from Providence.
That's right.
He wrote a lot in Providence. He did some stuff in Massachusetts.
Hey.
The thing about him is like, he was just a big baby and he was scared of everything.
Yeah, he was just so scared. It's like, come on, man. Don't have to write horror stories if you're not afraid, like I am.
Right. He's like, I don't know, just like some of the things like he would describe as terrifying in those books. It was just like, the moon rose and it chilled me to my core. And it's like, that happens every night, fucker.
A lamp was lit in the third story, and I could only think of my former love, Angela.
My dear Aunt Angela, who she had a horrifying aspect to her. She always brought me cups of milk that were too warm.
I saw the tires turning on a terrible machine, and it made me gaunt.
It made me throw up. I threw up and passed out on the floor, and much later my aide shook me awake with a damp towel on my head. And, like, all of his protagonists are just like, and it's okay. I think it's good for your protagonists to be scared of the things that are going on.
Yeah.
But Lovecraft protagonists are just like, they all have the vapors all the time.
They're constantly talking about the vapors, and
Yeah.
not the cool kind.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
16th
I'm just
place,
imagining Blanche Dubois, or whatever her name was, being like, "Oh, you've caught me, Mr. Kirk. I have the vapors."
I thought you were just towards H.P. Lovecraft vaping, because he definitely would have.
He would have in this day and
just
age.
him, like, okay, if Lovecraft had been alive now, and what's the who wrote all the Conan stories that they would correspond?
Oh God,
Philip? No, how?
I don't know. I can look it
Shit.
up though.
People in chat are gonna get it before me.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoever wrote the Conan stories,
Because
somebody-
they would correspond all the time. they would just like write about their vape rigs
would.
instead of the stories that they're
They
working on.
absolutely would.
They would still like complain about like everybody in their life being boring and
Yeah.
uninspired, but they'd also be like Robert E. Howard,
Yes.
thank you. But they'd also be like, yeah, I overcharge my ohms and I'm blowing bigger clouds than ever, Howard Phillip. I just wish the world was a more interesting place for men like us.
Yesterday I went to my vape shop and they had run out of the blueberry flavor, which just goes to show that everything in Red Hook is going to shit.
It sickens me. I perchance I stepped upon the stoop of the vape shop, which shewn itself to have a cruel aspect of antiquity, and upon seeing that they were out of the blueberry pie vape, I did retch and fall and...
Yes, just the last night I walked into my home and in the moonlight was caught like a sweet cloud of the vape. A ghost. And it shook me to my core.
Speaking of this, sorry, we just got to call it a chat. I missed whose name it was because it's scrolling so fast.
Yeah.
But apparently Robert E. Howard did, I guess, write H.P. Lovecraft a letter saying he was too racist, which is good. Thank you.
God almighty, how things would be different this day and age if we all had a friend who was like, no, man, y'all, that's too racist. The internet would be a better place.
All right, let's
do some segments. So we haven't done one of these in a while. I'm going back and forth on which one of these two. Maybe you can also tell me which one you'd rather do between this and this.
Oh God.
I think we have to do one of them.
Let's go with Max Rooks.
Max Rooks. Okay, so this comes from Max and Axem. Max and Axem. That's a cool name. It's Goblin NPR.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the Goblin voice.
That's fine. Goblin voice.
And welcome to 98.1 WXP Quee, the finest of the radio stations in the Goblin Land.
Today we'll be interviewing our special guest, Timothy Bonespear, who speaking about the topic of goblin property rights. So, for example, in goblin communities, if one were to own, for example, a cup of coffee, it is the property of that goblin by law, unless another goblin were to stab them and take it.
Well, exactly. That's where everyone gets there. They forget about the rights of the stabber versus the rights of the stabbee. Everyone talks about, oh, I own this, but it's like, you won't after one person goes and gives you a stab.
Now, do you feel that perhaps the emphasis on stabbers' rights is being overlooked by the conversation in Goblin Congress about hoarding gold and where we should keep the gold and who should put the gold where?
I don't want to go and harp on those jabronis in Congress. In the Goblin Congress, everyone talks about them, but it's really true. They spend all their time just discussing where the gold should be kept, and it's like, well, it doesn't matter where it's kept as long as one person has a knife with which to stab.
This has been Timothy Bonespear joining us here at NPR, and before you go, I would just like to...
It's only right I was going to stab you for these microphones, so goodbye.
Your iPhone now belongs to me.
And that's Goblin
And
NPR.
that's Goblin
folks.
NPR, everyone. All right. That was good. Hit me with a segment complete.
Oh yeah, let me.
Now that we're out of it. That's kind of like, have you ever thought about how that's kind of like our scene now? Like, when you go into, you're like in an audition, you're like, oh, well, today I will be performing a thing from our town.
I've
I am
never
the
done this, but
manager,
yeah.
and it's scene. Oh, scene, and then you come out of it, and that's what we need is the segment start and the segment complete, and that's like how we know.
Scene. Okay,
Scene
cool.
and scene.
Scene.
And scene. which is good. Do we want to do another one while we're here?
Let's do one more.
Okay. So this one's, we're actually going to do another one from Emily from @CorruptedGem. It comes in and it's a moment of wholesome content.
This is a segment called
Just this morning, I had a coffee outside in the air, and a person smiled at me, and I was like, hey, you know what? Things are gonna be okay, because someone smiled at me just while I was having a coffee, just writing some stuff down, and I was like, hey, that's a moment that's really wholesome, and it made me ready to take on the day.
That sounds really nice. I've had an unwholesome day.
Oh, no.
Shit, man, what's going on with me?
That's good. Here, I'll give you a wholesome thing.
Sure.
That's a really good shirt, Pat.
Hey, thank you very
That's
much.
good. It's got a good texture to it. I like
Thanks.
how it's got the roll up on the sleeve.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
a good shirt, Pat.
Thanks,
You're
Brian.
wearing a
Hey,
good shirt.
That made me feel good. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, of course. That's a moment of wholesome content. And see,
Segment
your
complete.
shirt is shit, Pat.
Oh, fuck. I hate you.
Now we're back into the Wreckfest mindset. Except it's let's play some
Shall
games.
we? Yeah, let's
Let's play some games.
Gamming. Let's get back to gamming.
Yeah. Gamming. Do you think that they're gonna delete that tweet and then resend it? Do you think? So you know how
ooh.
Ice-T is a gamer?
Yes, his the Twitter handle is Final Level.
Yeah, he's a real gamer, and
Yeah.
he's talking about how he loves like first person or the single player games. I
Yeah.
work for a company that talks about video games, and I was like, yeah, man, like that's great. I would love to just. Why doesn't Ice-T stream?
He might.
Does he?
He had a YouTube channel very briefly, I think. So it's interesting that he's into the single player games now because last I knew he was all about that Gears of War multiplayer.
Oh.
He was very upset about the meta. He was upset that people were rolling into the shotguns too much, and it was sort of cheesy.
Dude.
It was sort of some corny meta. I think he's maybe like a little disenfranchised with gaming and gaming culture right
Right.
now, which is probably why he's retreating to his single player
Look,
experiences.
I get it. We've
I feel you,
all
man.
gone
We
through
feel
that.
ya.
We-
He tweeted today something that I just really needed to hear
yeah.
and see. And I'll pull that tweet up.
I'll pull that tweet up right
It
now
was
for
probably
you.
about 2 hours ago at this
Okay.
point.
Ice-T.
And because I've just been like having a rough go of it. Like
Yeah.
things are fine, but just like mentally, I'm just like, where do I want to be? What am I doing? What's going on?
The
you
one
know?
with him at the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So describe the image to go.
So
with it
the
first.
image is a beautiful one. It's, I believe, of Ice-T. I'm not 100% sure. It's from the back. He's wearing some nice red swimming trunks, or maybe just like basketball shorts, and he's overlooking a pristine, clear blue sea.
And it is worth noting that this photo looks like it was taken on a 2001 webcam.
Oh yeah, it looks just artifacted to hell, which is great. And it says this: everyone has their own vision and definition of success and happiness. ... No two are exactly the same. This vision will change throughout your ... No one can tell you what will make you happy ... That's why, a lot of spaces. You gotta make your own moves. I love you, Ice-T. Good. Thank you for that. That's some good stuff, right?
Yeah.
I like how Ice-T, even though he's a very famous human being, still tweets like he just got Twitter to hang out with his friends, because he'll quote tweet people and say like, oh shit, LOL, and like it's like, yeah, you know what, great, Ice-T.
Yeah. He is a good tweeter, and he is such a good tweeter that when Body Count, his hardcore band, reunited
Oh, yeah.
2 or 3 years ago, he just specifically, the first single off that album was about him and his friends going and beating the fuck out of people who tweet mean stuff at him.
That's so good. If only I had the hardcore band every time I was upset about something online, to just go and make songs about beating them up. That's good old Ice-T. Oh wow, I love it.
His band Body Count got back together for the first time in like 15 years, and it was incred. Also, going back and listening to their debut album is really good because like it was like really weird for a rapper, especially a West Coast rapper, to like be this into like the hardcore scene. And he just like straight up made a really good hardcore band. But like part of the way through the album, it's like, hey, just to let you know. And they pretty much had like, I think a skit or like a him just talking to the microphone. He's like, hey, I still like rap, so we're gonna do a couple rap songs. So there's just like a couple rap songs or like maybe like an entire like rap B-side in the middle of the album. And then, I don't remember exactly.
Good. That's that's some power to in the middle of your thing be like, hey, just we're gonna take a small break real quick. We're gonna get back to basics. Just do a little bit of rapping. But you know, stick with us. We'll get back into the hardcore if that's what you're into. So it's my turn.
You want to do a little drivey drives?
Yeah, I'll do a little drivey drives. I don't know what other great I've
let me
pulled a
scroll
bunch
through
of them,
some
but you
Segos.
just take a look at what you think we should do next. I'm not very good at this game, it seems. I'm not very good at racing games sometimes. Updating cars.
That's just what Pixar does every 3 years.
Just update those cars. I think Pixar should like really lean into the fact that they are making cars for merchandise and make like an even more merchandisable show. Like Cars is great, planes is great. I can buy those fun planes and those fun cars. Ooh, that was probably not the best place to drive through, but it works. I don't know what's more merchandisable than a car, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's a rock.
No,
You can't drive through a rock.
I can't drive
like
through
that.
a rock.
If you hit X, you'll reset. If you hold it,
well,
yeah, there
that's
you go.
fine. Now I know. I really want to drive through that rock, though. That would have been fun. Oh.
Cutting all kinds of corners.
Am I not allowed to do that? Am I not allowed to cut corners in this game about running into people on the street? All right, well, now I know. They're sticklers here in the Wreck Fest.
Have you heard the song St. Elmo's Fire?
Yes.
I heard it somewhere the other day,
Oh,
and I was like, this song is really good.
yeah.
It's got a good gallop to it.
Yeah. Oh, at least Janders is behind me. That's good.
Okay, I think I got a segment.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, Brian's doing a bad job of drifting, it seems. Janders. I will end you, Janders.
Get 'em. Get Janders.
I wanna wreck Janders. I don't wanna even like beat them in a fight. It's not about racing anymore.
Get these Janders out of here.
And Janders! Well, that's one way to do it. I'm just gonna keep rolling, I think. Okay, we're good. Everything worked out fine. I don't know what everyone was up in arms about. I'm not doing so well in this game, Pat.
It's okay. It's not about doing well. It's about having fun in your car.
I am having fun in my car, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, X reset.
Ooh, okay. Actually, I just found one that I liked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. I'm only 47 seconds behind the first person, which
Okay.
in a race is nothing, you know? Jason? Is FreckWest a real thing? Are these real companies?
No, definitely not.
Oh, they
Wow,
are.
final lap, final level,
Hey,
full circle. That's Ice-T's Twitter.
that's Ice-T's Twitter.
We've talked about Ice-T reading for the Chronicles of Drizzt, the D&D audiobook.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so good.
God, what a... Ice-T is just very, it's just a dweeb, I think.
I think.
It's like all of us.
Well, he is a dweeb, but also like he was not into it.
Yeah.
In the case of the D&D stuff, he was like he was talking about it afterwards, saying it didn't make any sense. It was just a bunch of fucking words.
Have you ever
None
read...
of it means anything.
Okay. Have you ever read, who's the guy, Citizen Kane, Orson Welles?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. His last thing was he played Unicron in
Yes.
Transformers.
Yeah.
And his quote about it on Wikipedia is one of the funniest things I've ever read.
What is he?
I'll pull that up in legitimate. I guess we can do a segment too, but
Let's rock out a segment. The segment was this one comes in from River Quinn. That's River_Quinn on Twitter, and they gave us. Hang on.
This is a segment called
A segment called "Public Transport Surrealism."
Okay. So are we performing the surrealism?
No,
of the
I
public
think just
transport?
recount like what's the most surreal
Okay.
shit you've seen on public transit.
Public transit.
When I was waiting for a bus once, I saw it was a very hot day. It was when I just moved to New York. I had been in New York for about 12 hours, and I was waiting on a street corner at a bodega, and it was maybe 90 degrees out, and I saw a man pull up to his bike on the bodega and come out with a quart of milk, and he drank the entire quart of milk and then got on a bike and rode away.
That is some public transport
Yeah.
surrealism right there. I don't know. I haven't been in New York long enough to really like get in with the strange stuff on public transit, but I did almost fall asleep yesterday while I was on the subway home, which I think shows that I feel very at home on the subway.
That's
That's
good.
the most surreal thing to me.
Yeah.
That's the most surreal thing in the world is that I was like, oh, I'm on the G for the rest of the line. Time to go to sleep for an hour. And I like pretty much slept. And I was like, okay, this is good. So yeah, that's all I've got
Nice.
from that.
Well, I think that's good enough to call a segment.
Segment.
Do you have that quote from?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up right
Yeah.
now. Orson Welles Unicron quote. Okay. So he is okay. No. Where are you quote? This is not helpful.
I watched Citizen Kane again recently. Holds up. That
Yeah?
one holds up. Yeah. You know what? Turns out that movie holds
Turns
up.
out that I've not ever watched that movie, so I don't know what it's about. Okay, here's Orson Welles on his final film performance. You know what I did this morning? I played the voice of a toy. Some terrible robot toys from Japan that changed from one thing to another. The Japanese have funded a full-length animated cartoon about the doings of these toys, which is all bad outer space stuff. I play a planet. I menace somebody called something or other. Then I'm destroyed. My plan to destroy whoever it is thwarted, and I tear myself apart on screen. And that is Orson Welles.
That is so good.
It's a beautiful quote. And
You know what I did this morning? Some terrible robot toys from Japan. God, this guy is
oh my god.
weird.
Yeah.
But he did a really good talk show.
Oh yeah.
A couple episodes of it. Yes, you should watch it.
He
He's
also
in the
did
Muppet movie.
Yeah. He also did a really good champagne commercial where he was very drunk while it was happening.
Yes.
Where he goes, "This champagne is from California." And we've and those poor people who are trying to pour the champagne every time, and like the poor other actors are like, "Oh, I get to be in an ad with Orson Welles.
Yeah.
This is amazing!" And he's just so very drunk, and he just every time they say like action, he's like, "Did you know there's a Californian champagne that is just as good as the ones from Champagne," and like he can't even get through the whole.
And then he starts trying to rewrite it on the fly. I
Yes.
think.
Oh,
Yes.
somebody in the best part. He goes, "No, the French," and then he continues to go. It's that first line.
The French.
The French. You talking? Anyway, it's great. It's a wonderful thing. You should look it up.
He is in the Muppet movie. He gives Kermit his big Hollywood break.
Oh, good old Orson. Let's do another segment.
Let's do another segment.
This is a segment
The French. Okay. Okay, I should be unbookmarking these as I do this. Okay, this comes from at Wushin it's at WUISHNG, and I've completely ruined that pronunciation, but it's sing the theme song to the Gill and Gilbert anime. So this is after it's been
Localized, of
Yeah,
course,
localized to America.
I'm gonna leave this up to you because
Okay.
you got the pipes.
Okay.
But I'll give you some direction.
Okay, for sure.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, uplifting, anthemic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can get that kind of
yeah.
thing. So it's like, it's got some really hard beats in the background.
Yeah.
It's like, can these friends do anything? Can these friends do anything? All they'd ever do is be streaming on the internet, on the internet. Can these friends do anything? Can his friends do anything? Yeah, they can, cause they on the internet making segments and making love. That's the weird twist
Yes,
of this
there we
anime.
go.
Because all of the anime
Forever.
songs, exactly,
Yeah.
right? All anime theme songs include a part that you're like, is that in the anime? Why are they talking about that in the
Yeah, that's my
Naruto?
favorite part of
Interesting.
the opening to Full Metal Alchemist is when they fight a dragon.
Yeah.
And then they never fight a
never
dragon
fight
in
a
the
dragon
show.
in that show, huh?
Yeah, it's like the big armor guy, Ed or Andy or whatever his name is, just ripping a dragon in half.
Yeah, you're like,
and
that
the whole
doesn't-
show, I'm like, when's he gonna rip that
Yeah.
dragon in half?
And they never do.
Never does it.
I don't think he does.
What would? Okay, can I give you another assignment?
Okay.
So one of the best things about anime is that they have alternate endings.
Oh yeah.
They usually have like a sad reflective ending.
Yeah,
where, like,
that's
so the first
true.
one is the one
Yeah.
where you're ripping a dragon in half, and never
Yes.
gets ripped in half. The ending is the one where like we're in alternate costumes, like
Yeah.
doing non-canonical things.
Exactly. They're all
Like
at
we're
prom.
grocery shopping. Or
Like,
we're prom.
yeah, exactly. And
how
there's-
does that one go?
And it's also again very much always about love. Like it's a weird thing that they always. So it's like
yeah.
I'm just like imagining a beautiful like electric organ behind it. It's just
Yeah.
like. Ooh, when you're friends and you're doing things, but the roses of spring, they can never do enough for the sun. And you're like, what does that mean? I don't
Yeah,
get that. But
okay.
it's like, but they, oh, can they dance? Yeah, they can. And can they, oh, can they sing? Okay, yeah. And they're two boys and they have a car.
All right, yeah, that works. That's a segment complete. Okay. Good work. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for giving me the good direction on there. Do you want to do this one for me then?
Sure.
Okay, this comes from @TeenyLeany. Tony the Tiger Social Media Manager Simulator.
Okay, so you're gonna send me fictional tweets, and I'm gonna respond to them.
Okay, all right. So the first one. Okay, so Tony the Tiger. This is two Frosties or whatever, Frosted Flakes. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's the social media manager of them.
Well,
right?
it's like I am the underpaid social media intern who is forced to play the role of Tony the Tiger.
Okay.
I have to role play Tony
Okay,
the Tiger.
cool.
on this
So here's
account.
the first tweet that comes in.
'Kay.
Frosted Flakes. How come there was a nail in my Frosted Flake this bowl morning? And it's like
Yeah,
specifically
yeah.
broken. It doesn't work there.
I'm sorry that your breakfast wasn't great. Please follow us so we can DM you for further details.
It's good. And then there's another one, and it's a picture of two children, and they're both holding Frosted Flakes between them, and it's like an obvious ploy that they want to get retweeted by Frosted Flakes, and it says, "My two boys are growing up big and strong. Just won their swimming meet this morning. Love you, Frosted Flakes."
And this is, I've had a really long day. Wow. I hate being in water. But good for them. Best of luck in the coming floods.
I didn't know Tony the Tiger was an oracle as well.
Yes. He's a modern day oracle. I'm seeing word in the chat
Yeah.
that tigers actually like swimming.
Oh, that's the case.
See, everything I know about tigers, I was basing on my knowledge of cats.
Yeah. Well, that's close enough. I think they're just big ones, right?
Yeah.
That's always what I've heard. Good.
You want to give me one more?
Yeah, I'll give you another one.
Okay.
Let me another tweet. Yes.
Okay.
At Frosted Flakes. Click this link for a fun time, and it's a picture of a woman who's scantily clad, but is also not the same woman that's in the icon of this tweeter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I click it and I just start sending them photos of Tony the Tiger, just hoping to catfish somebody.
Someone
Yeah.
somewhere is gonna fall for this Tony the Tiger. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's
that's
good.
been Tony the Tiger, social media intern
manager.
simulator 2K18.
That's good.
I clicked it. I clicked all the links. I saw the ads on the side that said like the best. What's the thing that says like try?
Don't tell your wife about this game.
Yeah. Don't tell your wife about the kingdoms of Amular.
Have you ever thought about those things? Like I've never actually heard of the gameplay behind those games, but like, what if they were just like super good games that they
Yeah.
were like don't tell your girlfriend about this game, and it's like just because it's actually like how you can learn how to like give a good gift to your girlfriend.
That's a good point. Maybe it's all just a scam. Maybe it's like they're like a good scam.
Yeah, a good
like
scam.
a benevolent scam.
There are not enough benevolent scams these days,
no.
you know?
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I've like am on the side of the road pretending to be hurt, and then like they come out of their car, but instead of robbing them,
Yes.
I give them a tiramisu.
There's those really bad good scams
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, we're gonna pull this guy over and make him think he's in
Oh,
trouble.
God, those are
like
no.
that's
Gave
a
him a
bad good-
popsicle instead, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, you just
gave him a heart attack.
okay, yeah, that's bad. Anyway,
What if? All right. Well, let's think of some bad good scams to run.
well, I think we should turn Gill and Gilbert into a bad good scam
Yeah, we should.
show from here on out. I'm into it.
All right. Well, we should probably find a way to end this show.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, we've been here for
It's
a
about
while,
7,
huh? Do we want to do maybe one more?
Yeah, let's do a couple more
segment. We'll just run through a bunch of them.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Because we
Let's do
like
it.
to do this.
Segment-
Okay, ready?
segment speed run.
At Stop, Drop, and Bear, the worst animal to make a gummy version of.
Man.
Yep, segment complete.
Segment complete.
This comes from at KJH Comedy. Impressions of punctuation marks. Okay, so
Pause.
okay. This is
All right. I'm gonna guess.
okay. Ready?
Ooh. Was that an M dash?
This one's a hard one because I'm not giving you an easy one like
Sure.
like that would be too
yeah,
simple,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so here it is.
Is that a? That's not an ellipses. Is that an open bracket?
Close.
That's an open quotation mark.
You got it. That's an open quote mark. All right, you do one.
Okay.
Is that the tilde?
You got it.
Oh, got it in one. All right, that was a good one.
This one.
Boom, 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 boom. We'll do that one. Okay, we'll do at gay underscore Santas.
Good username.
It's a great username. Do a handstand.
No, that's dangerous.
We have to, Pat. We haven't zoomed out in so long.
Okay. This is dangerous.
Ooh, good form.
Yeah, one hand. Oh no, too much belly.
Too much belly, Pat.
Too much belly.
Good work. All right, we did it. Too much belly. But very good. Okay, and then do you want to just end on this one? It's been so long.
do
We've
it.
been mixing things up so much. But I do think it's time for at Teddy Mackerel. This is a segment called. Do you want to throw that up?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
There we go. Piss Constable joins the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh shit.
Okay. So that's all you.
Wait, which one of us is Piss Constable?
You're Piss Constable.
But Benedict Cumberbatch is already in this. Okay. Well, fine.
No, that's a really good one because I have to pretend to be British, but doing an American
Yeah,
accent.
and I
Okay.
have to pretend to be bad at doing a British
Yeah, for
accent,
sure.
which I'm definitely not.
I've just drawn those signs in the air, and now God, I don't know why my magic isn't working. Who are you?
I'm the piss constable, sir. And you are under arrest for magical piss crimes.
You'll have to understand that I don't actually care what you think, because not only am I a brilliant and beautiful neurosurgeon, but I also am actually magical. So, why won't my magic powers work?
It's time for me to tell you something.
Okay. Spit it out, Mr. Piss Constable.
Doctor Strange, you are not a wizard.
But that's not possible. I've always been a wizard.
Hard R. Always been a wizard.
Oh, you're right. I've always been a wizard. Can't you tell that I've always been a wizard?
And then I don't know where to go with this. Like
yeah,
one of us
it's
dies
interesting.
then,
None
right?
of us. Well, yeah, one of us has
See,
to die.
one of us doesn't like the MCU.
Okay, yeah.
Well, like no, I mean personally, I don't follow it.
I
So,
don't
like,
really
I
either.
don't have a lot
so
to
I have
work
no.
with here.
Okay, well then let's just like
So
do a battle
it's-
where Piss Constable ends up like, because what always
Yeah.
happens is like this is the beginning of it, and we've
Right.
talked about how how you think I've had piss crimes, okay,
Yes.
and I have no idea what you're talking
Sure.
about, okay, but then at the end we realize that,
we're on the
in my
same
time
team.
stone that I
Yes.
was using, and I was going back in time to beat
Yeah.
a bad guy, I did have to do a piss crime.
Yes.
And you knew about that before because
Yeah.
you're so attuned to the piss.
Because you did it in London in the 1960s.
Exactly. So I went back in time and I did a piss crime at your doorstep, which is how you became the Piss Constable.
Okay.
All right. So here's
All right,
so
yeah.
now it's me and I'm in the time stone and I
Yeah.
just beat the guy and I'm like, wow. I am so happy that I finally beat the blue man. But I gotta take a leak.
I hobble in.
I'm going to let this one slide.
Excuse me, small British man.
That's called character growth. I salute you for your piss crimes, and I admit that sometimes you need to piss to catch a criminal.
That's what I always say.
Wait a second. Isn't Piss Constable's whole thing that he pisses his pants?
I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
That's all good. Hey, thanks so much for watching. We're Gill and Gilbert, and we do this every Wednesday, usually at 6 p.m. here at twitch.tv/Polygon. So make sure to follow our weird Nightmare Public Access show. We'll be back next Wednesday, probably with a fun gimmick thing, but maybe not. Who knows? We had a lot of fun today talking about John Goodman and all the sports he could beat us at.
I do love John Goodman. I
Goodman is
would have
good.
preferred if we just kept talking about John Goodman instead of going back to the Piss Constable well.
Sometimes it's hard. We have to sometimes go back to it. It's been so long since we've gone to the Piss Constable.
I think
well.
next time we go to Piss Constable well, we should make sure that we have like a bulletproof script.
You're right. We should
Yeah.
come back with something written about Piss Constable the
Yeah,
next time we
we
do
gotta
this.
we gotta give this bladder time to refill.
It feels like, just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Mm-hmm.
we've been putting so many new hands on the project, and it's been changed. So, like, between Thor 1 and Thor 3, so
Right.
much has changed, and it's like, where's the lore
we need to hit
anymore?
the reset button.
Exactly. So we'll come back to Piss Constable when,
Yeah,
yeah,
when we're ready.
exactly.
But anyways, thanks for watching Gill and Gilbert, everybody. We'll be back next week. We will, and then the next week, we're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be on vacation, but I'm sure we can find a really fun guest.
Yeah.
Anyways, bye.
Goodbye.